Moving forward doesn't begin with a decision. It begins with the body, because when the word divorce is spoken and the chest tightens, that tightness isn't intuition. It's conditioning. Years of being taught that a woman's value is measured by how much she can carry without complaint. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Inner Bloom Journey podcast. I'm your host, Salma, Mindset and Relationship Breakthrough Coach. I hope you're doing well today, wherever you're tuning in from. Let's gently dive into our topic for today. Today's conversation is an honest one, so I invite you to listen with compassion for yourself and for others. Why women are afraid of the word divorce. There was a time when the word divorce made my chest tighten. Not because I was divorced, not because I wanted to be, but because what the word represented. It didn't sound like a decision. It sounded like failure, like shame, like something you whisper about, not something you say out loud. And the more I listened to women around me, the more I realized this fear didn't belong to just one woman. It was inherited. I'm choosing to talk about divorce today because I keep meeting women, especially in their 30s and mid-40s, who are not afraid of being alone. They're afraid of being judged, of being labeled, of being the woman people talk about instead of talk to. They're afraid what the word divorce might say about them, even when staying is slowly costing them their peace. And that silence, that's what concerns me. As a mindset and relationship breakthrough coach, I don't just work with thoughts and behaviors. I work with beliefs women carry in their bodies, beliefs passed down from mothers to daughters, from sisters to sisters, from women who endured to women who learned to endure. And that's why this conversation matters so deeply to me. Because when I think about this word, divorce, I don't just think about clients. I think about my mother and what she was taught to tolerate. I think about my sisters and what they may one day feel obligated to accept. I think about our daughters and the version of love we're silently modeling for them. I think about my friends smiling on the outside while quietly disappearing inside their marriages. And I think about the women who will come after us, who will inherit either our silence or our courage. I've watched many women carry marriages the way they carry grief. Quietly, privately, convincingly. They show up, they perform strength, they say, "It's fine." Meanwhile, something inside them slowly shuts down. And still, the word divorce feels forbidden, like a death trap, like a sin. So they stay. Not always out of love, but out of fear. Here's what I've learned. Women are not afraid of divorce. They're afraid of being seen as the one who failed, of disrupting their children's lives, of starting over, financially or emotionally, of admitting out loud that something isn't working. And most of all, they're afraid of choosing themselves after years of choosing everyone else. And this is why awareness is everything. Because awareness doesn't tell a woman to leave, and it doesn't tell her to stay. Awareness simply gives her permission to think, to breathe, to ask honest questions, to stop treating one word like a moral sentence. When we normalize conversations around divorce, we remove the shame. And when shame dissolves, clarity becomes possible. And this is how we move forward. So the first shift we make is this. We stop treating divorce like an emergency. And we start treating it like a conversation. No woman should make a life-altering decision from panic, guilt, or survival mode. When the nervous system is overwhelmed, everything feels like danger. So before asking, should I stay or should I leave? The real question becomes, can I feel safe enough to think clearly? Because clarity cannot exist where fear is dominating the body. Another shift we must make is separating morality from decision making. Marriage is not a measure of goodness. Divorce is not a measure of failure. They're structures, not identities. When we remove morality from the word divorce, it stops sounding like a sentence and starts sounding like what it truly is. a human decision in a complex human life. That's what it is. And every human being deserves the right to make decisions without guilt, without shame, without feeling like a burden. So instead of asking, what will they think? We begin asking, what is true for me? Fear thrives in imagined judgment. Truth brings expansion. You can feel the difference in your body. The goal is not divorce, and the goal is not staying. The goal is choice with clarity. When the women know they're allowed to choose, the trap dissolves. And when the trap dissolves, peace becomes possible. No matter which direction they go. A decision made from clarity never feels like a burden. It feels grounded, it feels honest, and it feels yours. So when the word divorce stops feeling like a death trap, it starts feeling like a decision. The chest softens, the breath deepens, the shame loosens. Not because it's easy, but because it's allowed. If you're in your 30s or mid 40s and this word has ever made your body tense, I want you to hear this. You're not wrong for questioning your life. You're not weak for wanting peace. And you're not a burden for choosing clarity. Every human being deserves the right to make life decisions from clarity, not fear. A lot of work I talk about on this channel is about letting go. Letting go of silence, letting go of patterns that hurt us, and letting go of the belief that staying quiet keeps us safe. If you're in your 30s to mid 40s and want to continue these conversations about letting go, healing, and building healthier relationships, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. This is the work we do here. I thank you all for watching. Please stay safe, have a blessed day, and I'll see you next week. Until then, take good care of yourself, and remember, you're whole, resourceful, and complete just the way you are. Let go, grow, evolve, and transform. This is your Inner Bloom journey. I'll see you all next week. Take care. Thank you, and love you all.